What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DarkStorm, aka Oreo Washington, and today is going to be a video on how you can get your call wrestler into Dspw universe. Now, I haven't been posting as much as I was when I first started as of last year, but I do try to keep everybody updated with screenshots like the ones that you see in this video. I've been uploading them to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. And I have been getting messages from a few of you guys asking if there's a way how you could join and stuff like that, and I very appreciate it. So I do thank you for stopping by to catch this video, and if you don't mind, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can see upcoming videos that I have, because I do plan on doing a few things on the upcoming weeks. Now I'm gonna just pretty much get straight into the point, because for those of y'all been watching, y'all already been seeing what I've been putting out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are very much interested. Now, here's what I'm gonna need from your call. Oh, first things first is my league is all simulation. I don't play any matches with the exception of maybe me sometimes, but other than that, the league is strictly simulation, and it's also on PS4. So hey, I'm sorry Xbox guys, I'm sorry PC guys, but this is straight on PS4 only. Now, as far as what you need for your call, the main thing that I'm looking for when you guys submitting your call is effort. All right. Now, you don't need to be no professional. If I'm being honest, I'm not no professional myself. Believe it or not, this is the first WWE game I played since it's been under 2K. Meaning the last WWE game I ever played was 13 with CM Punk on the cover. Now, what I need from you guys is, when you're creating your call, make sure that your call have the following. Have it with, a face texture. It helps really define how your call looks. You know what I mean? I know that there are some people who probably don't know how to use facial textures or not. Now, it don't necessarily gotta be perfect, but at least, what I'm saying, put in the work. If I see that you put genuine work into your call, then I will match your effort and try to make your call look just as good if I bring them into my universe. So face texture is one of the things. Make sure that you guys tweak with the face deformations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because those are things that I will be looking for. I don't need no generic faces. You know what I mean? And same thing when it comes to logos and stuff like that. Your calls gotta have some custom logos. All right. If you using the WWE logos that's already in the game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I do bring them in, most likely they're gonna be used as a jobber. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense for me to download a guy who's only using WWE logos when I could have did that on my own system. You know what I'm saying? As far as tattoos go, please make sure like your tattoos are kind of well blended. You know what I mean? Just please, like, no, it shouldn't be looking like like a Sharpie pen. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like super dark and the emboss is like on 100 to where it look like a fresh black paint job on your body. Work with the opacity, make sure that stuff is blended in. Make sure that your call do have a custom entrance and victory. You know what I mean? The custom entrance, more importantly, because to me that is one of the most important things when it comes to presenting your call. I like to have a certain level of uniqueness to all of the calls. Please don't use like the easy entrance. Go ahead and take your time, go into the advanced, fool around with the lights, fool around with the pyro if you want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind, but just put in work. Please make sure that your thing also has a custom victory as well. At first I didn't mind it not having a custom victory, but then when y'all seeing so many wrestlers have the same victory animation, it do look a little redundant. You know what I mean? Now, as far as attires go, the type of wrestlers that I'm looking for, as you checking this video right now, as you checking through the slideshow, you'll see like for the most part, the wrestlers look somewhat realistic, but at the same time, they do have a little bit of, inspirations from different aspects. Me myself, I'm a huge fan of, anime and comic books, so your character could definitely be anime or comic book inspired. I definitely don't mind that. However, your wrestler has to be proportioned right. You know what I mean? I'm not accepting, like wrestlers that have like super humongous heads and, small little bodies or something like that. I'm not accepting any block body wrestlers or anything like that. Have them all look, somewhat, realistic. Now, if you want to have your car wrestler inspired by a pre-existing wrestler, I don't mind, as long as it's not a complete rip of the said existing character. I don't mind that. Next thing I need. Oh yeah, another thing when it comes to the attires. Two attires is preferred. I would like for each wrestler to have 2 attires so we could rotate them throughout the universe as I'm putting them on my shows. If you are gonna rock one attire, at least make sure that your entrance attire is, separate from your in-ring attire. That will actually be good too. It also helps with presentation. As far as the amount of calls that you could submit, you can submit about as many calls as you want. And if I'm being honest, if you have tag teams or trios, I wouldn't mind having those as well. All I ask is, if you are going to submit more than one call, and if you are going to submit your calls as a tag team or more, you will also have to let me know what type of entrance that you're using for said wrestlers, the type of entrance that you're using, and the victory for it, so I could put that in on my end in the system. Now, as far as where you can upload or submit your characters at for me to take a look at, I have a link in the description for my Facebook group page at Dspw Universe 2K19. After you're done looking at the video, all you gotta do is just go in the description, go down at the bottom where you see Facebook at. You're gonna see a link, click on it, join. There's also going to be a picture real quick showing you all what you need as far as, submitting a picture of your car, having the type of music that you want to use, the name of your signature moves just in case I do commentary on it. And also, if you're gonna update your call specifically for my universe, you can use the DSPW hashtag. I would like for you to use that. That would be a lot more easier for me to find the calls that actually want to join my universe. However, if you do want to use, a call that you already have uploaded, all you gotta do is, when you submit your call, just make sure you drop the tags needed so I can find them. If you want to make it for my universe, like I said, use the hashtag DSPW. That's all you got to do. I am going to make a quick disclaimer. The way you submit your call may not look exactly the same when I put them into my universe. Each call that you submit will be subject to change as they're going into my universe, because I'm trying to help them fit a certain aesthetic to how I'm presenting my universe. Now, as far as the Facebook group page, I know a lot of you are already on Facebook, which is the reason why I have my group page on Facebook where you guys could submit your calls. Now, for fellow promoters, fellow call league members, if you want to post your league into the group chat, I don't necessarily mind. However, you cannot post it to recruit people. You can only post it if you already have wrestlers in the same group chat that's already in your promotion as well. And if you are going to post, say an episode of your show, make sure that you tag the wrestlers that are involved into that show. That way I can also take a look as well. It'll help with engagement, and it'll also keep away from having a group page full of spam leagues that I don't need. when you post your league in the group chat, just make sure if there is specific wrestlers that's in the group that's taking part in your show, make sure that you tag them when you're posting it in the Facebook group chat, in the Facebook group page. Now, another thing, just know when I start uploading videos of matches again, for the time being, there won't be any commentary going on. I'm sorry. Hey, I've tried to work on commentary by myself. However, it's hard for me to commentate a match when I already know exactly what's going to go on, since I done spent hours putting the whole show together myself. So whenever I go into commentating, it never really sounds genuine or exciting. So I figured it's best to leave it alone for now until I get, a lot better at my commentating. As far as weight class for your calls, I'm gonna let you know, in my league, in my universe I should say, there isn't necessarily any weight classes. There is no weight classes. We just have classes for the world title, and then we have a secondary title. And then on 2 of my shows, which is Smoke Wars and Saturday Night Scuffle, I do have tag team titles for those 2 shows. However, I do not have tag team for Friday Night Fisticuffs, at least not yet. I am looking for tag team calls. If anything, as the newer people who submit their calls, I may end up putting you in tag teams together. That way it can help beef up the tag team division, because across both shows, I think I only have like a total of like 6 tag teams. So I definitely want to boost that up a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like my requirements ain't all that crazy. The biggest thing is just making sure that you drop a picture in the group chat. In the group page, on the Facebook group page. Like I said, once you click on the link, you're gonna see what is that exactly is needed of your call. Then I'll go and take a review of it. If there are certain things that you may need, or certain things you need to change up, I will be in the comments to critique whatever it is you got going on, and let you know what may need to change so I could bring your guy in. Or I'll let you know what I plan on changing so your guy could be a part of the universe as well. You could submit male calls and female calls. I would like to have a couple more female calls as well. For the time being, right now, I think I only have space for about 25 more wrestlers, but I do plan on slowly getting rid of some of my older wrestlers to bring in newer ones, because I'm having a feeling that as this channel continue to grow, there's going to be more people who have an interest in joining the universe. So just to do a little recap of everything, 1, make sure you put work into your call. The more work you put into your call, the more I'm willing to work to make your call look good in my universe. So that's the biggest thing. Have facial textures. Have well blended tattoos if you're gonna have tattoos. Just make sure that they look nice. I don't want anything looking all crazy, having a whole bunch of tattoos overlaying themselves and things like that. We don't need that. Make sure your call has a custom entrance and victory. Oh, as far as moveset goes, your moveset, look, 2K19 been out for about 3 years now, so you already know how it plays. Please don't have no overpowering moveset. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't see your call wrestler hitting about 12 different special moves in their regular moveset. You know what I mean? No running spears. If you can, try to refrain from getting the power bomb / Boston Crab thing. Like, I know you probably see it in my universe, but I'm slowly trying to get rid of that too, because I would much rather see the call wrestlers hit their finishers than to hit that or the giant swing. You know what I mean? After a while, it does get a little redundant, and it does make the matches look look kind of boring. Like I said, your call wrestlers can be anime inspired. It could be comic book inspired. It can be inspired by an existing wrestler or previous wrestler. That I don't mind. Just have your car still look properly proportioned. You know, just don't have them, you know, looking like they came straight out of a cartoon book. You know what I mean? Hey, just make sure, you know, they still look very much, you know, real. And just, hey, if you're gonna have them inspired, just don't have it look like a complete ripoff of something else. You know what I mean? Have two attires at preferred. Two attires is preferred. I don't mind if you have one attire if it looks very good. You know, if it's more on the plain side, then, you know, I may tell you, you know, hey, spice it up a little bit, so, you know, so they could look more aesthetically pleasing. Because the biggest thing is, I want these wrestlers to look just as good as they wrestle. Trust me, as far as the wrestling portion goes, I'm gonna make sure that the wrestling look good. The way I have my options set up, almost every wrestler is gonna have a good match. I just need them to look as good as they wrestle as well. You could submit however many calls you want. However, it does not mean just because you submitting a whole bunch of calls, it does not mean that they're all going to be accepted into my universe. I want to make that absolutely clear. As far as tag team / factions go, make sure that if you are going to submit more than one call, if you're going to submit them as a tag team or trio or a faction, just make sure that you also write down the type of entrance that they're using and the type of victories that they're using. That way I could implement that when I download them. And another thing, as far as your moveset and stuff goes too, no, this is more or less on weight class. Now, I know I said there's no weight class, but when it comes to your car, please don't have your car like at a ridiculous weight. Like, have them, you know, look the way they weigh. Like, I shouldn't see like no guy that's like 5'5", you know, kind of like a small guy, but at the same time he weighs damn near 300 pounds. All right, that should not be a thing. You know, if your car end up being at some crazy weight, I will adjust their weight. You know, yeah, and that's pretty much it. You know, hey, yep. That's pretty much it. So I'm pretty sure, as y'all can see, like, this is pretty much unscripted. You know, I'm just telling y'all exactly all what I need, pretty much off my head. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If this is if the video end up being shorter than intended, I might leave a little bit more room so you can see more screenshots of how the car wrestlers look in my universe, so you could get an idea on how these wrestlers should look. So with all that being said, hey, thank you for watching the video. Go ahead to our Facebook group page, submit your chats, and we'll be seeing you soon. We'll get to talking soon. Thank you guys so much.